Hey everyone, Tracy Jackson here. I just want to do this quick video. I wanted to show you guys how I passed part 3 of the enrolled agent exam. I'm kind of taking it backwards, so I know people are like, oh, you're done. Well, I took part 3 first. So I'm actually working on part 1 now. So I got part 3 out the way, but I wanted to make this video. Some people were asking me questions about what I used to study and how I studied. So I thought I would go through exactly my whole process with studying for it and how I went about getting my materials. So let me just jump right into this here. So the test that you take is called the SEE. It's the I'll show you guys here, special enrollment exam, and there's 3 parts. And there are 100 questions, and you can take them in any order. So like I said, I took part 3. So I'm going to just jump right in. What I decided to do was, there's different courses. Gleam is one of the popular ones, but there's tons of smaller ones. I mean, there's tons of them. Fast Forward, some people are using Fast Forward Academy. There's several of them. So I just decided to go with Gleam because I also have a membership with the NATP, which is a really, really important membership, I think, for any tax professional to have. They have tons of education and benefits to being a member, and there's different levels. So I have this pulled up, and I'm not an affiliate with any of this stuff. I just wanted to show you guys numbers and why I did this. So Gleam, if you want to get, let's see, the full system is $629. Now, I don't know if they're having any promotions or if there's anywhere where it's cheaper, but I just pulled up the site. So it's $629.95 for all the materials for all 3 parts. All right. So what I decided to do, because there were courses and things that I wanted to take with NATP. Basically, this is a membership where they have tons of education, in-person, online events, webinars. They give you updates on tax information. It's tons of benefits. So anyway, there's different levels to the membership, and so instead of me having to pay for separate topics that I wanted to learn, which some of them could be $50, $60, $100, there are different prices for some of the webinars and the CEUs and education. I just decided to get the premium membership. So you can see here, I had to remember what I paid for. I knew it was 6 something. So it was $650 for the premium membership with NATP. And the reason why I did that is because the membership, the premium membership, comes with, and I think the middle membership does as well, but I know that the premium comes with part 1 of the Gleam exam, or I guess the Gleam study program, right? So when you purchase the full Gleam, you get part 1, 2, and 3, but this also gives you access to part 1 as well. And then actually they give you webinars for part 2 and part 3, and they give you some a test bank as well. So I'm going to show you guys, because I actually passed part 3 with just the study questions that they have and the workbook and the video and the webinar. So to me, I got more benefit by just doing the premium membership, and I think I have it till let me see, March of next year, something like that. So yeah, it gives you like a full year. It's for the year. So if you wanted to renew again, you would have to pay that membership every year. And you can go down to a lower level anyway. But I'm just showing you guys why I just got the premium package, because as a newer tax professional, I wanted to take advantage of all the education that they had without having to pay for everything separately. And it also included the Gleam yes, the Gleam study course. So hopefully you guys follow me in what I'm saying. So anyway, let me show you what you get with part 3 through, and they kind of give you a code, and then you register, and then you get access to Gleam once you get your your NATP membership. So what I did was, this is the way that I studied. There is a there is it comes with a guide, right? So the only thing that I did for part 3 is I went to this webinars and resources part, and there's a part 3 participant guide. All right. And I printed that out, and it's 54 pages, right? So, and I'll show you, it goes in parts. Like I really, the way I study, I break everything down in parts, and it's just easier for me that way. So I'm trying to make this quick. All right, so here's study unit 1, practice for the IRS. So what I would do is I would take study unit 1, and I would read the pages for unit 1, and then I would go to the assessment and quizzes. Like this is all I did, guys, for part 3. And then I will go to the assessment and quizzes, and you can see you get like 10 times to take them. I didn't even use all of these, are how many I have left. So some of them took me like more. I would try to make sure that I got at least 70% or above on, oh wait, that's not what I meant to do, on the quiz, to make sure I had enough understanding, right? So here we go. All right, so this is the quiz questions, or related to unit 1, right, from this guide here, right? So I would read study unit 1, and then I would take the test, and all you got to do is click on it as you just saw, and then you can start the quiz. And then here I'll show you what it looks like, and it'll make 20 question quizzes, and it says it's timed, but you can leave it and come back because it gives you a whole bunch of time. And then you just answer the questions, and then it will give you a well, let me cancel out of this. It will give you information on what you answered right, what you answered wrong. I gotta go back through that again, sorry. Oh shoot. Hold on one second. All right, so let me go back to the quizzes here. All right, so these were all the times. So these are the times that I took them. So sometimes I really sucked at it in the beginning, and I kept taking them after reviewing the questions that I got wrong. Okay, until I at least got 70% or above. Okay, so I would read section 1, take the quizzes until I got 70% or above, and then I would go to the next one, and then I would take the quiz for that. All right, and then that's really what I would do. Now let me show you what it looks like. So you can also go back and click on previous quizzes, and then you can go to review it, you know, again. So this will show you which ones you got wrong. I would just open up all questions, and then I will go through, because sometimes I will get the answer right, but I still would want to, you know, see what the explanation was that they give, because maybe sometime I might have been guessing. But let me see if it'll, but mainly go over the ones that you missed. All right, so these are the ones that I missed, but it shows green because I went back and I corrected it. So this was my initial answer. So what you do is you just go through each question that you didn't get correct, and then I would read through, you know, the explanation. And then what I would do is I would take notes. I don't know if you guys can see this. This is actually me working on part 1. But what I would do is I would write. So I'll go into that in a second. But yeah, I would write down, oh shoot. So I would write down notes on the questions that I got wrong. Okay? And that's pretty much it as far as the the quizzes. The other part to that, I'm the type of person that I like to learn by hearing. So one of the things that you get with NATP is the video. Okay, so this is online part 1, but there is a part 3. Okay, so that's what I was reviewing, part 3, and it's several hours. It's maybe like each one of these is like an hour, and you can see there's like 3 or 4 clips. I think with part 3 there were 3 1-hour clips. So I don't know if this is gonna play because I had it idle for a while. but it'll look something like this. So it's going to say Gleam Part 3. And then what I would do is just listen to the part that coincide with whatever unit I was on for that week. Okay, so hopefully that makes sense. So here's my steps again. I would go to the workbook, read, study unit, whatever, start with unit 1. Then you go to take the quiz until you get, take the quiz and then go over the questions that you got wrong. And then you write down some notes on what you got wrong to help you reinforce the information. And then I would also listen to the part that coincide with that unit on the video. So the way that I learn is, writing helps you remember, hearing it helps you remember, reading it helps you remember, say it out loud if that's what, highlight. So whatever, this is just what worked for me, but you tweak it based off of what works for you. So that's pretty much it and what I did. If you're going to do part 1 first, just know that with the NATP premium membership, you get full access to the course. And now this isn't full access. What they told me is, I think it was going to be like 80 something more dollars to get the full, and I forget what it actually adds. I think it gives you more of a test, like a quiz bank where you can customize quizzes and it'll give you feedback on what you got wrong and what you need to work on. Let me see if I can go back to my part 1, because part 1 I do have full access, but like I was showing you guys, I was able to pass part 3 with just what I showed you. So this is part 1. Let me go to the course here. All right, so this is what's different. When you have the full access, you're able to create practice exams, study sessions, and then you get like a performance analysis. Oh, this is what shows me. May 29th is when I have access to this. So I think this is a little different. Some of the courses you get unlimited access until you pass. So, keep that in mind if that's something that you want. I'll be probably taking part 1 in December, and then I'll take part 3 after tax season. I'll probably have to squeeze it in like before May. So, it's up to you. This is just the way that I went about doing it. If you want to do that the same, that's fine. But let me know if this was helpful. I wanted to make sure that I share this with you. If you have any questions about Gleam or about the testing process, let me know. I'm definitely not an expert. I'm just sharing my experience. I know there's a lot of people in different groups that are working on their Enroll agent. And I also, another tip is I went on YouTube and I found like a 1 or 2 hour overview of part 3. I forget who it was, but I like to hear stuff as well, and I like to hear other people's explanation of things. So so the video and the webinar that comes through NATP was very helpful for me because even though his voice is not the best to listen to, I get like sleepy trying to listen to information, but it's something that can expand upon your understanding because he'll give examples and practice questions throughout the workshop as well. So let me know if you have any questions. You can shoot me a message or drop me a comment, and I'll see you guys next time.